Hi there, welcome. So before we get started, if you are here live, hi Sheila, let me know if the mic is okay, and if you can hear piano, I'll play right now. So there's piano. Before we jump into any song work or exercises, I want to make sure that we are firing on all cylinders. So I'll wait to see in the live chat if everything is good and just chat with you until I get confirmation. We have been in this song work series today covering some traditional hymns, and I have sheet music for you. You don't need to have to read sheet music in order for the sheet music to be helpful because the lyrics are there for you on the lead sheet. And what's more, I find it really helpful to have a visual representation of the melody going up, down, staying the same. So you, again, don't need to read sheet music in order to use it. I will get you, let's see. Yay! Okay, piano's good, mic is good, then we are all good to jump in. So we will be following the same steps that we have been for the last few weeks. Here is sheet music for Amazing Grace. I will click that link. You might just need to confirm that you are not a robot. But once you get there, you don't need to download anything. The sheet music is just there for you. And we'll see a few different key options. So Amazing Grace, key of A major, B flat major, C major, D major. I think we'll choose key of C major. So I'm going to click that. So you're looking, if you care to be in the same key as me visually, then go ahead and click Amazing Grace C major PDF. It'll open in another window or another tab. And we have two different octave options for you. Singing amaze or down an octave. Okay. And I'll quickly sing this through for you just in case you have not heard it before. Okay, so key of C goes Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. So there we go. There's our melody. We're going to learn it by rote first, meaning just listen and repeat. Going to learn this melody. And then we will go through a few steps to learn it more thoroughly and start to practice it. We're going to practice on just our breath or a semi-closed exercise. Then we'll practice on a syllable. We'll add the lyrics back on and troubleshoot because often it's easy to sing on a syllable or a vowel, and then things might get weird with the lyrics. So we'll analyze what's getting weird and how can we make it easier and better. And then we'll sing with the chords again. So here we are. You're always welcome to ask questions in the chat, and I'll keep my eye out for them. And towards the end, we'll open it up for questions. And I'm here in San Diego, California, from California, about an hour north, Murrieta, Temecula area to be exact. But always Southern California so far. Okay, so here we are. First few lines go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Give it a try with me this time. And here's your other octave. If you are a lower voice singer, I'll give you a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then you sing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, next line. That saved a wretch like me. Give it a try. Again, I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Going on, we have I once was lost, but now am found. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oops, sorry. Let me get my fingers in the right place on the keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And finishing out, we have was blind, but now I see. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Very good. Okay, let's move on to our first kind of official step of working on this song. We're going to breathe the rhythm. So we're exhaling on a hiss or an SH sound. Shh, 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 shh. And what I'd like you to do is still be aware of the phrasing. So, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. You have two options here. You can have this as one connected phrase, amazing grace, how sweet the sound, or you can break this into two, amazing grace, breathe, how sweet the sound. So you can choose, pick your poison, and when you're exhaling, you're breathing out on an S or an SH, and then you'll either take a breath after grace or not, whichever you choose. So what that's going to look like if I had it as one connected phrase. And I'm still kind of articulating for each syllable. So it should still sound like amazing grace, how sweet the sound, but just on an S or SH. Okay. Ready? Let's do the whole thing, S or SH. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right. Now, our other option here, we can sing on anything semi-closed. So, you might hear the phrase or the type of exercise in SOVT. That stands for semi-occluded vocal tract or semi-closed vocal tract. Your vocal tract is everything above your vocal folds, so the top of your throat and your mouth all the way to your lips. That is what is what's referred to as your vocal tract. It's just the tube in which your sound wave that's created at your vocal folds vibrates or resonates. So when you have closure anywhere in the vocal tract, or partial closure, I should say, still letting out sound, we call that a semi-occluded or semi-closed exercise. So one of my favorites is an NG sound. What that would look like. You could sing it on a hum instead, or a V or Z sound. Lip trill is another classic. So choose whichever feels the most relaxed for you. We're looking for something that feels relaxed, feels easy, and Yeah, that's basically it. That's what we're looking for. Easy, efficient chord closure. Okay, let's give this a try. Semi-closed sound. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. So each repetition of this melody, we're adding on a layer. We had the rhythm, we're teaching our body how to breathe for this song, we're practicing the phrasing. Now we're adding on the melody, so your voice is getting used to singing the melody. Adding on now, opening up to a syllable. So anything like ma, ya, ba, that's all good. If you want a little bit more support, you could add another consonant on. So mum, bub, that would be another option. Or you could just sing on a vowel. Ooh, ooh. Again, we're just going for relaxation here. So any vowel or syllable that gets you producing that sound the most easily, that's the one you should choose. Okay, so here we are, vowel or syllable. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Ma, 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 ma. Keep going. One note here before we go on. You have that long sustained that saved a wretch like me. Do make sure that you leave time to take a breath after that. So you might have to cut that long sustained note just a little bit short in order to take a full breath. So maybe think of it that saved a wretch like me, 2, 3, 1. I once. And if you're a person who reads sheet music, what that would be is you're making the half note tied a quarter note so you can have a quarter note rest or a full beat of silence to breathe. Okay, adding on the lyrics now. And what I want you to do is ask yourself as you're singing, what spots are feeling or sounding weird, bad, more difficult when compared with singing on a vowel or syllable. So, adding the lyrics back. And I'll probably start playing the chords for you now instead of plunking out the melody. All right. Singing lyrics. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Okay, how did it go? I will, okay, Sheila said the S sounds work for me as well as the trills. Beautiful. It's good to know which semi-occluded sounds are a good fit for you. I love a lip trill, so that's kind of my default. So my question for you now is, were there any spots as you were singing on the lyrics that were more difficult or where something odd happened with the tone that you weren't happy with? So I will go through now and I'll try to guess what those spots might have been. But you can also let me know in the comments what was more difficult for you. So singing through, let me put on my thinking hat. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. So perhaps it's a little bit, maybe someone out there didn't love the tone that they got on the zing of amazing. Amazing. Maybe it got a little bit too closed, maybe a little bit nasal. So if maybe that happened for you, you might open that vowel a bit. Amazing. More like zing instead of zing. So give that a try. You don't have to do this forever. Just try, experiment with me. Amazing grace instead of amazing grace. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Okay, like it or not, up to you. Going on, okay, here. Surely somebody had an issue with the word me. That saved a wretch like me. So a few issues that we could encounter there. Registration issues, if it's getting, maybe we're trying to sing that in chest voice and it's getting shouty or strained. Or maybe we have the same issue with that E vowel of it being kind of too closed and sort of nasal. So we'll talk about how to deal with that. But I did see a comment here. Sheila saying, saved a wretch like me is a little high. The me, or maybe I'm not breathing correctly. So perhaps, Sheila, if you're trying to keep that in chest voice, that E vowel will not be conducive for high chest voice. So you have a few options. That saved a wretch like, we could modify like me. Kind of same modification from before. Amazing grace instead of amazing grace. So saved a wretch like me. Think of it more like me as in mit. Me. And it really helps. I know it feels a little bit corny to do this, but it really helps to just speak the word with the vowel modification before you attempt to sing it. So try that with me. A wretch like me. Try it. A wretch like me. I know it's gonna sound funky, but now try singing it that way. And please, please give yourself permission to not have a perfect final result the first time you try this. Especially with a vowel modification, it's okay for you to go too far and then dial it back. So the first time you sing this, it might sound dumb. That's okay. Try it anyways. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. That saved a wretch like. Okay, how did it go? Perhaps if you went too far, dial it back instead of meh. That's too far. Me. That's better. So play with that vowel a little bit. Meh doesn't sound enough like me. Me sounds enough like me. Make sense? Oh, yay! Sheila says that's so much better. Awesome. And then Rushita, whenever I sing lyrics, people don't understand my lyrics and my pronunciation is not good. So how to improve the pronunciation and the accent? Ooh, that is not necessarily my specialty, but I would start with kind of breaking down, is it the vowel shape or are they the consonants, and kind of working on those specific elements of the lyrics just with your speaking voice. Because, when we're adding on a melody, then that can complicate things even more. But I would start there. Anytime I'm singing in a different language, that's one of the steps, is speaking the text and breaking down the consonants and the vowels within. So that's where I would start. I also, I don't know if this exists, but just being able to listen to a native speaker speak the text. That's what I do if I'm learning a song, say in Italian or French, especially, or German or Spanish. Listening to a native speaker just speak the text slowly. Because the thing that gets kind of muddied up with singing is things blend together, and it's not often clear for someone, learning the language through song. It's not often clear where one word or syllable ends and the next begins. So that is where I would start: speaking, listening to a native speaker, and slowing it down. Okay, moving on. So we've got first some vowel modifications. I once was lost, but now am found. I don't foresee many issues there, because even if you're in chest voice, well, you could crack like I just did. So maybe that is a tricky spot. I once was lost. Here's what I experienced there. The ooh of once, without any modification, that pulled my voice into head voice, which caused me to crack. So what you might do, I once was lost, is go to the of once and was as quick as possible without lingering on the ooh. Let me do it slowly and I'll crack on purpose. I cracked not on purpose 10 seconds ago, but I'll crack on purpose this time. I once. That ooh vowel can really easily pull you into head voice, and then you've cracked, and it's hard to get back into chest voice. So try thinking of the word once. When you slow it down, there's an ooh at the start. Try speaking it with a really short ooh and straight to the Once. So you're just touching the ooh sound. Okay, and when we do that singing, I once was lost. Much easier, didn't crack. It still does take some effort, though. It takes effort to sing in a different way than you would just speak it. And what I'm noticing myself doing here to get straight to the instead of ooh, is my mouth is just in a little bit of a wider, more open shape. I once was lost. Once was lost. I'm going like a little bit wider than I would say once was. Once was. Okay. If you're new to singing, you might be like, what is this crazy woman talking about? But if you've been singing for a while, then you might know, yeah, a vowel shape and a minor change to a vowel shape can make all the difference in whether this note is easy to sing and sounds good or difficult to sing and sounds bad. And I also have to say here, if you aren't having an issue with any of the vowels that I'm breaking down, then you don't need to do the modification. I still want you to try it as an experiment, but you don't have to fix something that isn't an issue for you. Okay. I once was lost. This should be easy for most people, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. I don't really foresee too many issues. Blind, but now I see. I guess I'll just say something about now I. You have kind of two good options there. You could sing now I see, or you could connect them now I see. So I want you to try both of those options and see what feels more natural to you. Let's actually just go from was blind. Was blind. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Was blind, but. Oh, I should tell you what option to do first. First time, disconnect it. Was blind, but now I see. Okay? 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Was blind, but now I see. Now I see. In voice teacher speak, that would be starting with a glottal onset for the word I. So it's a clean start. And for some of you, that might feel easier and sound better. This time, connect it. Now I see. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Was blind, but now I see. Maybe you're a singer who this is an easy range for you, so it really didn't matter much between now I and now I. But particularly if you're in a trickier spot in your range, that can also make a big difference. So before we move on to another song example, any questions or weird stuff that I didn't cover? Oh, yay. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. Oh, that's very nice. Supermax said, how do you and Abram add emotions so seamlessly? I'm always told I sound nice, but emotionless. Okay, I'll tell you the quick answer is being a musical theater kid. I think it comes somewhat naturally because I listened to so much like highly emotive musical theater singing growing up. So I mean that is an idea, but I would say for any singer, having an awareness of and a connection to the lyrics, like primarily, because I think oftentimes we learn the melody first. The melody is what sticks in our head, and so we're thinking about the melody and our tone and our technique, and the lyrics are kind of secondary. They can be pretty low on the list. So I guess that would be my main piece of advice. Would be to try to put out of your mind how you're singing. Basically, don't think about what we're working on right now, and instead think about the lyrics. You can get specific with who you're singing to, who you're singing about, and kind of put on your actor hat. Yeah. Another thing, I guess, I wouldn't want you to feel like you're just copying somebody else, but it can be useful to listen to singers and get specific with what you're hearing that is like in what way their stylization is helping the emotion come across more, because there always is something going on. It's a scoop up into a note, it's adding vibrato, it's volume, maybe growing or decrescendoing. So that can also be helpful too if that's more how your brain works and processes things. You can listen and then say, oh, okay, they're doing this and this and this, and I'll play with that to add it to my toolkit. So I hope that helps. Yeah. And then, Ruchita, do we have to sing the song in chest voice or head voice? That is going to depend on your vocal range and comfort level. I would say for most folks, whether you're singing in the higher or lower octave, this is a pretty nice chest voice range for most folks. Low voices down here, higher voices up here. The highest pitch is a G4 or a G3 for low folks. And that should still be chest voice for most people. It doesn't have to be. If you want to flip into more of a mix or head voice, you can. That saved a wretch like me. That's not chest voice. And you could make that choice. But I would say the vast majority of the melody should be easy speaking voice sound. Okay, let us now give you one more chance to sing this with me just playing the chords, and then we will go to a different song. Boop, boop, boop. Ready? Amaze. 1, 2, 3, ready, sing. Okay. So, a few different choices for our next one. We have Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, Be Thou My Vision, and It Is Well with My Soul. If you have a preference, that took me a long time to think of that word. If you have a preference, let me know. It Is Well with My Soul, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, Be Thou My Vision. I have sheet music for those three, ready, Freddy. And Florista, do you have a favorite musical role or musical? You know, my go-to answer for a long time was ragtime. But, you know, I'm not listening to a ton of modern musical theater, so I don't have a great current answer for you. My favorite, what jumped into my head is at least the song All I've Ever Known from Hadestown. That was one of my more current faves. But boy, oh boy, I haven't been in like musical theater mode in a while. Okay, I'm going to give you sheet music. If anybody has a preference, chime in now or forever hold your peace. I think maybe the most challenging vocally, because it's a little rangy, is It Is Well with My Soul. So I think let's start with that. There's the sheet music for you. And we have key of B flat. When peace like a river attendeth my way. Ooh, I don't love that chord choice. Maybe we'll play something different. When sorrows like sea billows roll. I'm not loving these chords. Sorrows like sea. No. Sea billows roll. Yeah. Whatever my Lord thou hast taught me to say. Those chords are fine. It is well with my soul. Okay. Meh. We're gonna go with it. I guess I'll be playing the melody most of the time anyways. I want you to be able to see the melody, so that's most important to me. Okay, my friends. So this does have a higher tessitura or specific range than the last one we did. So it'll be hopefully exploring a different part of your voice. And if you're a higher voiced singer, maybe this will be more in your wheelhouse. So first pitch is either F4 or F3. and take a look at the melody with me, just learning it by rote. When peace like a river attendeth my way. Again, 2, ready, try it. Okay, going on. When sorrows like sea billows roll. Again. And the rhythm here is going to be different. You're going to be holding roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 instead of just 3 beats. Okay? Put those two together. When peace. 1, 2, ready and sing. Okay, going up here. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say. 1, 2, give it a try. Finishing this out. It is well with my soul. Here too, you're going to hold out soul for longer than it says on the sheet music. Starting at it is well. 1, 2, and sing. From whatever my lot. Whatever. 1, 2, ready and sing. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say. So the kind of chorus, I guess, of this, or the end, it is well with my soul. Just one note. You think of calm, flat water, and then it ends, it is well with my soul. Kind of a repeat of what you sang before. So I want to kind of jump through, and Supermax, it depends on your range. It doesn't have to be falsetto. So if you're a lower voiced singer, when peace like a river attendeth my way, that should be easy peasy chest voice for lower voices. So tenors, baritones, basses. When sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. This is actually this is a fantastic range for a tenor, a baritone. Yeah, really low voices, you're going to be loving this. Higher voices, maybe an alto won't love this so much. A soprano would like it more. But I would say this is more, like mixy, some head voicey territory. And you can sing this in whatever range and whatever register is comfy for you, especially as we're just learning. Whatever's comfy. Okay, so our next steps, I'm going to kind of speed through these next ones so we can get to the troubleshooting. I'm going to speed over breathing this time. Just know that that would be a step in our journey. Let's go straight to singing on a syllable or vowel. Doo-doo. Okay. 1, 2, ready and sing. Okay. I like having the melody in front of me, but I want more typical chords. So I'm going to look for different chords. I'm sorry. And I will send you this as well. So I am just on Ultimate Guitar and I am transposing. Oh, I'm getting the one with the highest ratings first. And transpose key of B flat. There we go. Okay. So here, if you're interested, here is another link for you with chord chart instead. And we'll see if I like these chords better. I do. That's what I was looking for. Okay, add the lyrics back and we'll troubleshoot next. But ask yourself as you're singing the lyrics, is there any spot that is tricky or sounds weird or bad, not like you want it to? And just remember that spot for troubleshooting time. Ready? I will not sing this time so you can hear yourself clearly. 1, 2, ready and sing. Chorus. It is well with my soul. It is well. Okay. Tell me what spots were weird for you, and I will slowly go through and try to guess them. But I'll prioritize your spots if you put them in the comments. When peace like a river attendeth my way. So that spot, it depends on what registration you're going for. For me, my voice wants to kind of flip there on attendeth, and I could choose to go with it and say, yeah, I'm going to do a pop flip there, and it's going to be a stylistic thing. Attendeth my way. A little bit of a like country flair. Or I could say, no, I don't want to flip there. And what can I do to not flip? Peace like a river attendeth my way. So 2 things. I'm going to start in chest voice. When peace, so I'm already in that mode. I'm going to give the whole thing a little bit more gas, a little bit more oomph. If I'm kind of disengaged, attendeth, my voice is going to do what it wants to do and flip into head voice. So I need to kind of manually override the controls and I can feel when I'm choosing to stay in chest voice, I need a little bit more engagement in my belly. So, when peace, starting in chest voice, like a river attendeth my way. My voice still wants to flip there, but I'm saying no. And I'm giving a little bit more feeling. If that's not enough for you, if you're like, okay, I'm trying to do that and that's not working, then the next step troubleshooting would be to sing on a syllable that is easiest for you to stay in chest voice, or easier for you to stay in chest voice on. So try this on something like maybe a nah, and it might sound a little bit bratty or ugly, but that's okay as long as you stay in chest voice. Na, 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 na. Maybe that was not great for you because you're like, oh no, now I'm sounding shouty. Try something a little bit more neutral. Try a buh. 2, ready, and sing ba 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 ba. Maybe that did it for you. So for some singers, that's going to be enough, just singing the melody on a syllable in the mode that you want to be in. So in chest voice mode. And then going back to the lyrics could be problem solved, and it's just a matter of knowing the sound and the intensity. And maybe some singers think in terms of placement as well. And then applying that to the lyrics. Okay. Got it. Okay, yes, and more power, starting in chest voice mode. Let's keep going. Next line. When sorrows like sea billows roll. So when I'm definitely going into mix there. Some of you won't need to, but that's kind of a transition point for me that I'm just going to go with. When sorrows like, it's good to know though where those transition spots are going to be, because if you're not prepared, then you might crack there. If you're like, okay, I'm in chest voice, when and then you go flat or you shout or you crack. So if you also have a transition point there, you might notate that. When sorrows like, okay, that's weird for me. Sorrows. The rows of sorrows I am not loving. So I will try to troubleshoot that for myself. When sorrows like, when sorrows like sea. So I think the fix for me is going to be keeping rows a little bit more open. Not going sorrows, but sorrows like, sorrows like. When sorrows like sea billows roll. Yeah. So if sorrows like was also weird for you, experiment with that fix. The R sound isn't bad necessarily, but it can be tricky. And then the O also is not bad, but it can be tricky. So for me, I'm finding that a more open sorrows like is all I really need to do to fix that little weirdness. Next, sorrows like sea billows roll. Going on, whatever my want. So whatever that whatever my it's feeling a little bit like I'm on a tightrope for some reason. And maybe just letting my vibrato go will help. Whatever my lot. I'm not loving it. Not loving it. What thou hast taught me to say. I want to work on this. But if no one else is having an issue there, then I won't waste time on it. Let's try instead of this wide let's think a little bit more narrow, so more toward whatever my lot. Okay, I kind of like that. That feels like it locked in, felt more stable. So instead of ever, whatever my lot. And it kind of works because I'm also, using kind of a tall vowel. Yeah, try that. Speak it first. Whatever my lot. Whatever my lot. Give it a try. Ready and sing. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say. Thou hast taught. Yeah, I feel fine about that next line. If you're having a weird spot that I'm not covering, let me know. Me to say, it is well. Okay, here's another potentially odd spot. Taught me to say, it is versus it is versus it is. So you have a few different ways to start the word it. You have a strong glottal. It is eh, like igloo. Or you have kind of a balanced. It is well. It is well. Where it's kind of a seamless start. Or you have even a breathy onset. It is well. I personally wouldn't do that because that just gets me in too breathy of a mode for the rest of the line. But you do have those two options. Does it help you to start kind of clean and punchy? It is well. Or do you want that more balanced easing into it is well? It is well. It is well. It is. Same thing there. Well with my soul. Okay. So we have 7 minutes left. I want to know if there are any issues that you're having with this specific song that I did not cover. And Sheila was saying that was really smooth with the ba ba. Good. Oh, we didn't even do the chorus yet. Okay. I guess we should do the chorus. It is well with my soul. It's pretty simple, just sitting on one note. And then we kind of have a repeat. It is well with my soul. Okay, I'm going to give you another chance to sing through the whole thing from When Peace Like a River. And maybe if something weird comes up for you, let me know in the chat. I'll try to help you with it. Otherwise, it's just a little performance rehearsal opportunity. Doo-doo. I'll give you a 1, 2, ready and sing when peace. 1, 2, ready, sing. Now, I want to say that if you're having a lot of trouble with a song, it could be that the key is not a great fit, and you almost always have the option of changing the key. So I want to try, just in case you're like, man, none of these fixes are really working, I am struggling the entire time, then it might just be, let's choose a different key and let's not fight gravity. So I'm going to give you a different key option to try. So this is key of G. So we're moving from B flat to G. When peace. Okay, give this a try and let me know what you think. When peace or when peace. 1, 2, ready and sing. When peace like a river attendeth my way. Whatever chorus, it is well with my soul. Okay, more key options abound. So that was key of G. There are 11 different keys that you could put any song in. So I really want to encourage you as a singer, unless you're singing like in a musical with a live orchestra or with a backing track that can't be changed, if you're singing, accompanying yourself, using a karaoke track, singing with, an accompanist who can change the key for you, you always have that option, and you're not stuck in the original key, even if it worked for the original artist. It doesn't mean that you need to stay there. The other exception would be if you're singing at a karaoke bar and they don't have different options; they only have the original. But anyways, so key of B flat, key of G. Let's try just one more as just an example. It can be really, hopefully, encouraging if you're like, oh, wow, that was a lot easier. Maybe I'm not a bad singer. Maybe I just needed a different key for my voice. So I'm going to the transpose function. How about key of E? When peace or when peace. When peace. 2, 3, go. When peace like a river attendeth my way. Whatever my and we'll pause right there. So thank you, Poppy Clover. I'm super glad to hear that. So as you're looking for different key options, the easiest and first place to check would be YouTube. Just, whatever song you're singing, you might not have the specific key decided, but you can always look for, higher, lower, female key, male key. Those are all kind of phrases that you could include in your search. You can transpose a song yourself. If you just Google transpose MP3 online, you'll find different websites where you would upload an MP3 to a karaoke or instrumental track, and then shift the pitch around. Another way that you can do this is you can download the transpose Google Chrome browser extension. That'll allow you to shift the key of any video that you're watching. And then another way to do this, if you're going to buy a karaoke track, karaoke, or even if you're just wanting to play with different key options, karaoke-version.com allows you to transpose a track up to +4 or -4 semitones. So that's another way to play with different keys and try to find what's a natural fit, an easy fit for your voice. Okay, thank you, Florista. Thank you so much to all of you for being here, for your questions and comments. It's wonderful to teach to people. Um, and how to understand which keys suit my pitch and voice. We do have lessons on that for sure. We unfortunately have to sign off for today. But yes, Poppy Clover, we're live once a week. It's either myself or Abram, and we usually will alternate. So this I think is the last lesson that we had scheduled ahead of time. We're working today on getting the next month or so of live lessons planned in advance, and you should be able to see those on the channel, upcoming live streams, to be notified for those. So thank you again. I hope to see you next time. I think the next 2 weeks will be Abram, and then I'll be back for 2 weeks. Okay, bye-bye.